Hi, I'm Dave and welcome to day 28 of RPG a Day. Bit of a sad one today because it is a favourite game you no longer play. Sad. Why do you not play it anymore? To help out with this particular topic, I have the rather awesome Cat Tobin helping out with this one. She's probably best known as one of the managing directors of Pelgrane Press and is a great authority when it comes to role-playing games. Let's find out what game she doesn't play anymore.
Hi, my name is Cat Tobin and I'm the managing director and co-owner of Pelgrane Press, publishers of such excellent games as Trail of Cthulhu, Knights Black Agents, 13th Age and Hillfolk. Thanks to Dave for inviting me to be part of his RPG a Day 2015 series. I'm here to talk about my favourite game that I no longer play. So I've been lucky enough to play a very wide variety of games over the years, and a lot of them have been really great, and I've been very sorry to not have time to play them anymore. So as a result, it's really hard to pick just one, so I'm going to cheat a bit and I'm going to pick 3 of my favourite games that I no longer get to play. So the first game I'm going to talk about is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the role-playing game. The longest running and probably best campaign that I've ever played in was a Buffy campaign. We played Watchers in training. We were students in King's College in Cambridge, and we were basically trying to juggle our mundane university studies with our kind of more esoteric Watcher training. We ran the game for 7 seasons, which ran in parallel with the Buffyverse seasons. So our version of season 1 was played in the same Buffyverse timeline as Buffy season 1. I think we got, with that game in particular, we hit on a perfect combination of players who were really up for going for like the angsty kind of meaty storylines, and were very keen to be involved in the creation of those storylines. So as a result, we had a really deep, flavourful Buffy campaign. And I think the system and the setting really lends itself to that kind of play, which is why I enjoyed it so much, and I'm sorry that I don't get to play it anymore. So the second game that I'm going to talk about is Unknown Armies. I am a really big fan of Robert Anton Wilson as a writer, and around about the time that Unknown Armies came out, I had just discovered Tim Powers, and I was reading a lot of Tim Powers. And the thing that I love about both of those writers is the way they kind of seamlessly blend fact and fiction. Like they take the real world and they kind of overlay an occult mythology over it. And that to me is really what Unknown Armies excels at, the way the occult underground, it just kind of permeates the entirety of our reality without our realising it. And I love the way the magic system worked as well, and the kind of stories that you could tell with Unknown Armies really appealed to me. So I played in one very short Unknown Armies campaign round about when the first edition came out, which might have been run by Gareth Ryder Hanrahan, or might not have. It was a long time ago. Sadly, I haven't played it since, I don't think, and it's a shame because I just love the setting so much. It's so rich and there's so much to grab onto in it. The final game that I'm going to talk about, and this is a bit of a cheat, because I do obviously get to play Hillfolk and the drama system quite a lot, but never as much as I would like. The drama system is specifically designed to replicate the kind of interaction that goes on between characters in a dramatic TV show story. So it's ideal for modelling relationships, modelling the kind of conversations and the kind of issues and the kind of stories that happen between people, which for me is the sweet spot of role-playing. That's the kind of thing that I'm really interested in. And as a result, I would love to play drama system more. I would love to play in a long term. I've said this before, I would love to play in a really meaty, angsty drama system campaign. I think it would be amazing. So even though I do get to play it, and I will be running it at some conventions over the next year, drama system is probably top of my list of favourite games that I no longer play. Anyway, I've been Cat Tobin. Thanks very much for having watched this, and I guess we'll go over to Dave for his favourite game that he no longer plays.
Thanks, Kat. Right. Favourite RPG that I don't play anymore? Well, I suppose that's quite tricky because a lot of the ones that I've already mentioned I don't actually play anymore. Mostly because I don't really get to play very much. But to shake things up a little bit, rather than just saying, hey, Ghostbusters, or hey, Star Wars again, I think I'm gonna have to go with James Bond, because it's a great game. I had great fun playing this when I was younger. We used to play this quite a lot, and some of the adventures for it I played multiple times with different teams because they were so good, and each time they played it, it turned out differently. It's a great game, lots of cool effects in there, cool combat, cool stunts. It was just very nicely done, quite slick, and the presentation, especially for the supplements with the photographs and things like that they used to produce in there, each with a little brown envelope for your eyes only on it. It was just great. I used to love that game so much. Haven't actually played it since my teenage years. So what is your favourite game that you no longer play? Is it something that you don't play because you haven't got a gaming group? Or is it because you really liked the game but you don't have it anymore? Tell me all. Hashtag it RPGaDAY2015 and put it on all social medias and things like that. That'd be great. And be sure to come back for the last few days of RPGaDAY2015. Until then, stay multi-classy.